Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. What a day. My name is Michael Edward, a former award-winning hedge fund trader, and now the current head trader at True Trading Group. If you guys still don't know, True Trading Group is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online educational platform that's available to the retail trader today. Your results matter, your success, your P&L, it all matters. It's all measurable. We've got one simple goal. That's to help you to learn, trade, and profit. Folks, real quick, before we get things started tonight, I want to address something that is a very, very large topic of discussion right now on, I think, amongst the YouTube community and some of the different social platforms regarding Meet Kevin. So for those people that do not know who Meet Kevin is, very, very, very well-known YouTube channel. I don't typically discuss other channels and stuff like that on our lives. I usually keep all of our content specifically geared towards how we're going to make money in the markets and individual stocks, overall markets, global macro stuff. That's kind of what I like to focus on here, and the lessons that I can teach you guys about that stuff that can help you guys make money. But I think this is a topic that deserves some commentary, and I want to talk about it here real quickly. If you guys don't know who Meet Kevin is, you can go check him out. His YouTube channel is literally Meet Kevin. All right. So Meet Kevin, very famous YouTuber, does a lot of live streams nonstop all day long, every day. But has announced that he's stopping doing market open and market close live streams after catching a ton of heat. He's catching a ton of heat because he, was very bullish on the markets for a little while, and then now is saying that he's actually very fearful in the markets, and he has sold 99% of his stock holdings and is starting to sell some of his real estate. Thinks that we have like a 60 to 70% chance of going into a recession. And thinks that the market is not anywhere near pricing in the risk, threat, and potentials that we have in the overall markets. And when he did that and said all that stuff, it really did not go over very well, I guess, apparently on his channel. And a lot of people were kind of calling him out for it and attacking him for it. And I want to speak to that a little bit. Everyone's calling him FUD and all this, nonsense when people don't agree with something that somebody says. And I want to, and this goes all back to, the rise of social media and the retail trader and everything, because there's been a lot of this with social media and a lot of people that really don't know what they're talking about at all, but then calling other people that have success and do know what they're talking about and calling them FUD. Just because someone's opinion does not line up with your bias does not make it FUD. It makes it their opinion. It doesn't make them wrong and you right, or you wrong and them right. Time will tell who is going to be right, but people are entitled to their own opinions, and that's what makes a market. In order for there to be a market, someone's got to be willing to buy and someone's got to be willing to sell. Otherwise, the market would not exist if everybody was on the same side and always agreed. Otherwise, then there would be nobody left to buy or there'd be nobody left to sell. That's the beauty of a market. There's always an argument for both sides of the trade. So, I have listened to some of the stuff that Meet Kevin has discussed, that he's talked about. I think the guy knows what he's talking about. An intelligent dude. And I've listened to a lot of other people on YouTube, and there's a lot of people that I've listened to where I'm just like, this person's a complete moron. They're a fool. They have no idea what they're talking about. That's not the case with Meet Kevin at all. But yet you still have a lot of people that were, attacking him, calling FUD and all this because he was creating like fear in the market. And a lot of people gave him crap for it. And I just think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. I for one, me, folks, if you followed my channel for a while, you know that every single time that I come on these live streams, like, when people used to ask me about AMC, I made money long AMC. I made money short AMC. I was very open and public about when I was shorting AMC, because I really don't care what anybody else has to think. I'm going to provide, I have a responsibility to not only the members of True Trading Group, but also YouTube viewers of the True Trading Group YouTube channel on how I can help you make money. And that's my job and that's my responsibility. And I'm going to identify opportunities for you guys. And when I saw an opportunity to go long AMC, I went long it. When I saw an opportunity to go short it, I went short it. I'm not going to apologize to anybody for that. I've also been screaming from the rooftops since December of last year that we're going to get a correction this year, and the markets are going to sell off a hell of a lot more than they sold off in 2021. 2021 was just a 5% pullback in the markets, and that's it, nothing greater. I told you guys that that's not going to be the case this year, that you're going to get a much deeper pullback in the markets this year than you got last year. And you better get ready for it. You better be prepared for it. And the very first week of January, we started getting that pullback. And I also very publicly on this channel said, do not buy that dip. Okay, everyone's going to be accustomed to buying that dip. Do not buy that dip. We're going lower. And that's exactly what has transpired, and that's what's taken place. So just because somebody has an opinion on something, whether they think something's going to go up, something's going to go down, does not make it FUD. Okay, it does not make it FUD. It makes it that person's opinion. They are entitled to that opinion, whether you like what their opinion is or not, whether their opinion reaffirms or clashes with your bias, doesn't really matter. That doesn't make that person stupid. That doesn't make that person a jerk. Okay, it makes that person just someone that is looking out for their best, their own best financial interests. And that is what every single one of you should be doing. And that's what I, have this channel for, to educate you to a point where you are able to understand what's going on in the overall markets. I also not famously, I'm not famous, but very publicly at the end of last year, I told you that I was selling 50% of my entire long-term portfolio. Okay. So that's something that I did last year, and I announced it publicly. And this was in like the end of last year. It was like the beginning of Q4, like October is really when I was really kind of like out of everything, was really like into, like that huge rally we had in October. That huge rally in October, I looked at that as like a melt up. And that is really, by that is really when I was kind of out at 50% of my long-term portfolio. I, for one, will never be 99% out of my long-term portfolio. I'll never do that. Not until I'm probably 65 years old. But at this stage in my life, being 36 years old, there will, not for any time soon will I ever be that far out of the market. But that's me. And I just wanted to talk to that. I just wanted to speak to that a little bit. A lot of people kind of are giving this guy some heat, and I don't think it's warranted. I don't agree with it. The guy spends a lot of time providing, content and his thoughts to people, and he's helped a lot of people, just like we've helped a lot of people. So I just think it's unwarranted. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. And I wanted to speak to that because, this FUD, alarm that the depths of social media continue to sound whenever someone says something that a stock is going to go down. It's ridiculous. I got so much heat when I told everybody, don't buy Wish. Wish at $15. I got questions every day. Wish, mother of all short squeeze, it's going to 100. I go, no, it's not. It's going to probably like $3. And where's Wish today? Wish today is actually at $2.58. All right. So, it's like stuff like that. I just don't think that it's warranted, the attack that he's got, the heat that he's gotten on his channel. So that's it. All right. So I want to talk about that very briefly. I wanted to give my 2 cents, if anybody even cares about my 2 cents. Nonetheless, that is my 2 cents. All right, folks. All right, so that's that. Now let's get back to kind of the live stream here today. We got a really, really, really good live stream that we've got to talk about today. And I'm going to be focusing a lot with you guys tonight about understanding bigger picture, macro view. We're going to talk about that because on my live stream last night, I was very specific. I told you guys very specific last night on my live stream what I was going to be doing, what I did do. I did something yesterday. I told you about it. I told you why. I went over the reasoning. And understanding the markets, folks, and becoming educated about the market goes much further and deeper than just understanding what a support and resistance level is, or understanding what a Fibonacci level is, or understanding what VWAP is. A real general understanding and education regarding the markets is also going to be a macroeconomic view and understanding of what's going on in the world of finance and how that's going to make markets go up or down, because that was exactly what we kind of talked about last night. And that came to fruition beautifully here today. So we're going to talk about that and we're going to discuss that. And I think it bodes, it like kind of comes right in line full circle with what's going on there with me, Kevin, and kind of that bigger macro picture. And I think it just makes a lot of sense. We're going to talk about that here today in this live stream. But before I get started with all that, I do want to give a shout out. I do want to thank our partners at Benzinga. For those of you that don't know, Benzinga does offer their own educational product and tools, yet they still fully endorse the TeachD platform for the massive added value that it provides for their members and for their community. We're grateful to Benzinga for the opportunity to further educate their community and to offer the Benzinga Pro newsfeed, which is worth over $1,400 a year. All right, we offer that to all TeachD members free as part of your TTG annual membership. I'd like to read you guys a quick little message here from the CEO and founder of Benzinga, Jason Raznick, up on my screen. You guys can see. To better serve our Benzinga community, we partnered up with the education team over at True Training Group. If you're looking for great lessons and a fantastic community, we recommend checking them out. Sincerely, Luke Jacoby, host of Benzinga Power Hour. So that message is actually from Luke, not from Jason. So sorry about that. Okay. So there you have it, folks. All right. If you guys are here from Benzinga, yes, you are in the right place. Folks, we're going to start off the live stream tonight with a Q&A session. I'm going to give some time for people to log on. We'll spend maybe 20 minutes or so. You guys can ask me whatever questions are on your mind, whatever you guys want to talk about. I will ask that you do rephrase from asking me one topic, and that's going to be the Federal Reserve and the CPI data. Don't ask me about that stuff because I will cover all of that in great detail later on this live stream. This is more of an open floor Q&A to ask me general questions about an individual stock, trading, investing, the overall markets, whatever's on your mind. Ask me some questions while I give some time for people to log on. And then I promise you, I will go into great detail with what happened today in the markets, big sell-off in the markets today. Why did it happen? There's a couple of reasons we have to discuss and what this means now going forward. There was CPI data, that's inflation data that we're going to discuss. Highest number since 1982. We've got to talk about this. Over analyst expectations again. All right. So analysts have literally missed like the last 8 numbers that have come out. They've been wrong on. It continues to come in above the expectation. And you got specific comments today from one of the Fed presidents, a gentleman by the last name of Bullard. Okay, that really rattled the markets today. What did he say? Why is it important? Why did the markets care? What does this mean now going forward? What position do I have on right now? How I plan on making money from this down move? And when do I add to that position? I'm going to talk all of that stuff with you here tonight on this live stream. So I refrain from asking me those questions to start because I will cover it later. Then once we're done with the Q&A, I'll talk to you briefly. I'll go over about 15 minutes I'll tell you how you can join the TeachD membership and the TeachD platform. Yes, we are a platform. There's tools, there's resources, there's so much value in the TeachD platform. It's not just a chat room with courses. There's actual tools and resources that professional traders use to make better informed decisions. You have access to it on the platform. I'll tell you how you can join. Then we'll talk about inflation, the SPY, the over markets, the position I've got, what this means now for next week going into the Fed minutes. What are the Fed minutes? Why is that important? We're going to go over all of it. We have a lot to talk about tonight. So I really want you guys to really get focused, okay? Because the information I'm going to share with you on this live stream is going to help you guys make money in the future. All right. So I really want you guys to give me your attention here. And then at the end of the live stream, okay, I will actually show you the platform. So the entire platform that is True Trading Group, I'll show you the tools, the resources, everything that comes with it. So you guys can see for yourself what the platform entails. But let's start the Q&A first. So guys, start typing your questions in chat right now. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. There is no such thing. Okay. There is no such thing as a stupid question. There's no such thing as a silly question. Okay. Asking questions is literally how you learn. So I would like for you all right now to go ahead and start typing your questions in chat. Let's do it. All right, folks, what do you got for me? Don't be shy. Don't be shy, folks. What do we got? AMC's been having a great week. Can you please do a full technical breakdown? Sure. Okay. Okay, so AMC's been having a great week, right? AMC's been having a great week. AMC has been green for 3 days after being down significantly over the last couple of months. This is a nice little level of support for AMC. The low teens are an area of support for AMC, but I got to tell you, folks, I don't think that this stock is going to go back up into the 30s anytime soon. I don't think it's going into the 40s. I don't think it's going into the 50s anytime in the foreseeable future. And this kind of goes right into what I was just talking about me, Kevin. Okay. I don't think right now is the time for that type of price action and for that type of movement on a stock like an AMC. Okay. I don't believe that that's the move that this stock is going to make right now. I think there's a lot of resistance up there in the low 20s, and I would expect this stock to actually pull back. I would not be surprised if tomorrow, if not Monday or Tuesday, this stock is back at like $15. Would not surprise me at all. I expect more downside in the overall market, and I believe stocks like AMC will also get pulled down with that. So I think that AMC is going to just kind of trade sideways for a little while. I think it's going to trade in the teens. Like I think it's around like what it closed, folks, like 18 and change. No, that's right in front of my face. Never mind. Yeah, 1850. So it's at 1850. So I think it's going to just trade in this little range. Like I'll just draw it up on my screen for you here. This range. See this range? That's where I think AMC is actually going to trade for the next couple weeks. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that it can't go back up. I'm saying that the immediate future. Okay. You're talking like the near term. Okay. I'm not saying that one day it can't go back up into the 30s and 40s, but I'm talking about right now, immediate, short term. I do not believe that you're going to get a move where, AMC is going to go back to here. Okay, I don't think that is going to happen right now in the immediate future. All right, go from one to the other. AMC to GME. I feel very similar to GameStop as I do AMC. Okay, literally almost identical. This little range that you see right here on GME, I expect GME to trade within this range over the next couple of days or couple of weeks. Not to say that GME can't go back to this level, but I don't think it's going to happen in the near future. In the immediate term, I think it's far more likely that GME just trades right inside of this range for the next couple of days, possibly even longer. I don't think that in the near term, I don't think that GameStop makes a move back up over 200. I think that you would need some type of major catalyst for that to happen. And this is also coming from someone, myself, that believes that there's more downside in the overall market in the near term. So if I believe there's more downside in the overall market in the near term, then I would be pressed to think there's upside in the near term on something like a GameStop or AMC. What happened to and with Affirm? This was a good question. So I got a feeling this company might be in some trouble. They did some really messed up stuff today. Hold on, guys. All right, so they did some really messed up stuff here today. All right. Now the company is reporting it as human error. Affirm had earnings today that was supposed to come out after the close, but they said human error actually tweeted a portion of their earnings early because of human error. And apparently that tweet did not paint the full picture. All right. that it only kind of gave you like a highlight reel of earnings. Now that happened right here. So you can see that big increase in volume that came in. So when that big increase in volume came in, you can see that's right when that happened. And the tweet did not really give the full picture. Then the company, I guess, internal compliance made a decision that they were going to release their earnings now early, since they were kind of leaked, so to speak. And when they actually released the earnings in the middle of the day, the stock completely tanked. All right. The stock went all the way down to $50. So this thing went from like 83 all the way down to 50 when the earnings came out. But now how could that be that when you send out a tweet about your earnings, the stock moves higher when you give like 1% of the picture of what your earnings actually were, and then when you release the full report, the stock absolutely tanks? So I think there's going to be some regulatory agencies will be looking into this, on who tweeted that, how did that get released, who approved it, was it one rogue employee, or was there some planning behind this? And I wouldn't be surprised if you see some, look for some insider trading or something like that. Just very, very, very strange situation there with the firm. But that's what happened. The stock tanked, and then stock tried to bounce a little bit. Now it's just kind of finding its way, trading sideways, trading there right around 56. All right. So kind of some fishy stuff there. Definitely some fishy stuff there. But that's what happened with Affirm. They had bad earnings. The earnings actually, in my opinion, weren't that terrible. They missed on EPS pretty bad. The EPS was, I think it was expected they were going to lose 36 cents a share. They lost 57, I believe. I'm pretty sure those were the numbers, give or take a couple pennies. I might be off. But the rest of their numbers weren't bad. They beat on revenue. They raised fiscal 2022 guidance. I just think that there was a lot of confusion with what happened there with the tweet and then the actual earnings. Definitely some fishy stuff going on there. So I don't know if that question is like, it is holding up. How is that possible? Or if you're saying like, hey, how is Disney doing? So I'll speak to both. The company reported earnings. They actually had some pretty good earnings. Disney Plus subscriber growth they were looking at, but the real positive there was actually parks, and the ability that the pricing power that Disney has to pass increase in costs onto their customers and continue to get the customers to pay for all these outlandish things like these like fast passes and all this stuff is super expensive, but people still continue to buy it. And now that parks were reopened, obviously COVID, and you have this big shutdown, and now that they're open and operating again, they are seeing that pricing power is still there. Okay, Adam actually tried today to get some tickets for a VIP tour it's Adam's birthday this week, folks. So for those that don't know, Adam's birthday is coming up here in the next couple of days. But so wish Adam a happy birthday. If you guys don't know who Adam is, he's my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. He is also producing these live streams. He's the man behind the curtain. He's the one that puts these messages up on the screen. He joins me sometimes on these live streams, but for those that don't know who he is, but they were sold out. He tried to get it for this weekend, and they were completely sold out for the VIP tour. What's happening with Meta? Meta had the worst earnings report they've ever had in their history as a public company. For the first time in history, they lost users and subscribers and missed on their active daily and monthly users. They are reporting tremendous competition from TikTok, where they are not gaining the younger generation. TikTok and other platforms are gaining the younger generation. They also reported major issues with their advertising spend. Ever since Apple changed the privacy disclosures with the iOS software, Facebook has really struggled. And advertisers on Facebook are finding it far more difficult to convert and to get efficient spends like they used to, since these privacy settings were changed with the Apple iOS software. So that change in Facebook affected their advertising. The fact that they're getting increased competition from TikTok and they're actually seeing like a slowdown in user growth. I mean, but let's not forget, they have, billions of users. There's only so many billions of human beings on the planet. So that's one thing, but it's the advertising issue, it's the competition issue, and it's also this shift into the metaverse. The company is spending an astronomical amount of money on the metaverse, and not like building a metaverse, but operating in the metaverse. And investors are really looking at Facebook from a standpoint of, and we talked about this last week when they actually announced their earnings and the stock had its initial drop. Every single sovereign fund, mutual fund, pension fund, they all own Facebook, just like they all own Microsoft and Apple, right? These funds are deciding that they would rather take the money out of Facebook now because they think it's going to be dead money for the next couple quarters, minimum, maybe even longer, while Facebook goes through this transition, and this transition into this metaverse operator. So if you have a slowdown in growth on your cash cow and you're investing money into a new venture, it's called the transition period. And a lot of investors are choosing to take the money out of Facebook and put it elsewhere because the positions that a lot of these funds had in Facebook were massive, astronomically huge, right? So you're seeing an institutional exit of Facebook. You're not seeing a retail exit on Facebook. You're seeing an institutional exit on Facebook. And it's not because they believe Facebook is going to die. Facebook's not going to die. They just think that while the company goes through a transition period, they can make more money with that money by putting it elsewhere for now. Keep typing your questions, folks. I'll take a couple more before we get started. We do have a lot to cover today. I'll take maybe like one more, maybe two more questions. And then we're going to go over what happened today with CPI data, inflation, SPY, what it means going forward. Technical breakout of downtrend resistance on Roblox from peak at 144 to 64 on 2.8. What do you think about swing trade to the upside? Too risky with everything deflating. Let's check it out. So this is the downtrend that this person is referring to. All right, there's your downtrend. Okay. All right, this is the downtrend that they're referring to. And yesterday you got the breakout of the downtrend. Now, I am hesitant to be in a swing trade long on anything that's not really energy or maybe the financials, but something that's a tech, gaming, metaverse type of play, I'm weary and cautious on those names because I believe that the markets are still going to move lower as rates continue to rise. I don't think that, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more on this as we get deeper into this live stream, once we get into the overall market conditions and the overall market environments and what I think is going to take place. But you have a lot of resistance there in the low 70s on Roblox. And that's this line I just drew on my screen. You'll see that you had all this previous support for Roblox. You broke beneath it, and now you've bounced back, and we are finding resistance at this level. And although, you know, the bullish argument, which is what you're trying to make, would say, oh, well, we broke over this downtrend resistance line, right? Therefore, that must be bullish. But the bearish argument would say to you, what do you mean? All we're doing is forming a bear flag. Okay, so the bearish argument is going to be all we've done is form a bear flag. So there's your bear flag. I'll highlight it, right? So here's your bear flag. There's your move lower. There's your flag. And then you would look for the stock to then continue to the downside. I think that this is far more likely the price action that you get over the next week, unless there's a massive surprise from the Fed minutes, which I do not believe there will be, to the upside I'm talking about, which I do not believe there will be. I am staying away from any swing trade long positions on some of these, you know, more futuristic earnings, profit in the future, gaming, metaverse, you know, growth tech names. I'm staying away from swings on those stocks for the very near future because I think that there's more downside coming in the market over the next week or two. All right, folks. All right, guys, that wraps up our Q&A session there. I'd like to actually see who we have that's on the live stream right now that's brand new. We have a lot to cover today. We're going to talk about the CPI data, inflation, the SPY position that I am in from yesterday, that I am still in, and when I'm going to add back to that position. We're going to go over all of that. So stay tuned because I'm going to cover all of that information. I'm going to do a quick little TGD sales intermission here to tell you guys how you can join the platform. And then in about 15 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about all of that stuff, the overall market, CPI, inflation, the Fed, the SPY, everything. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in about 15 minutes. But first, I want to see who's on the live right now that's not a member, or maybe this is your first time on a live stream. Just type the number 1 in chat. Type the number 1 if this is your first live stream, or maybe you're not a member. Type the number 1. I'd like to see who we still have here with us. Okay, we have Derek, Kevin B. We got 2G Fit, Colt Player, Mike Dye, Joe Villi, Alan Ware, Noel Cuba, KM, Yasi Jimenez, Ginny Fang, Jared Hamilton, Jefferson Gonzalez, Parvin D, Scott Johnson, Holden McGroin, Luke Spy Stalker. I love that username. Tyler Atherton, Shakir Thomas, ABP, Eric Schneebel, Paolo Santos, Anthony Akeda, Luis Quinto, Rick Ebner, Kabir, Joe Pavlik, Charles Flowers, Rad Elmeni, SPAC, DCM, Rachel, wow, Jimmy, Russell, Sky Guy, who's cracking? Iverson Allen, welcome back. Clinton, Chris, Howard. Whoa, lots of new faces here tonight, folks. Welcome to the TTG fam. Welcome to the TTG Live. I love it. I love seeing so many new faces. Folks, you may not realize how fortunate you are to be here right now. Trust me, in about 15 minutes, you're going to soon find out, because I'm going to talk to you guys about all the stuff you guys want to know about, and that's the overall markets and inflation and where we go from here, and the positionings that I have on right now and how I plan on making money throughout this entire move. But first, all the people that were typing the number 1 here in chat, I want to know if you guys are seriously, if you're tired of losing thousands of dollars. And I know that's a rhetorical question, but seriously, you guys, are you really done with it? Because what I'm going to do here right now, or what you're going to do, you're going to invest in yourself. You're going to get actual real education. And I'm going to explain to you why right now, the people of you that are not yet members, you're going to sit here, you're going to listen to a quick 10-minute sales pitch about the teaching membership. And why? You might ask, why the hell would you do that? Because it's not a sales pitch. It's a real opportunity, and every single one of you deserve to hear it out. Results matter at True Trading Group. You're not going to get little secrets and special little gimmicks. You're going to get a professional level of education, which is similar to the stuff that I learned that I worked at a hedge fund in New York. That's where I learned how to become a trader. Your results matter at True Trading Group. Your results are measurable and quantifiable through your P&L. Okay. And because your results matter, okay, let's actually talk about what results are. Results are going to be, the definition, technical, is going to be an effective consequence or an outcome of something. Okay. A result of you joining True Trading Group and actually going through our courses, putting in an effort, taking the quizzes, using the tools, joining the study groups, attending the private workshops, you statistically fact from surveying all of our members have a very good chance of making money and becoming better traders. And I understand that for many of you, that doesn't mean much coming from me when I say something like that. You're like, oh yeah, BS. I've heard this before. So don't take my word for it. Take my members' words for it. Guys, if you are a member of True Trading Group, I'd like for you to, very simple. Are you making money? If that answer is yes, I'd like for you to type the number 1 in chat right now. Let me be more specific. Are you making money with True Trading Group? I want you to go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. Anyone that said you're not a member, all I want you to do is count how many number 1s you see come across this side of the screen, because this is what results look like. This is what I mean by results matter. All of these people that are typing the number 1 in chat right now are members of True Trading Group that found us the same way you did, and that's one of these live streams. They have the same excuses you do. Full-time jobs, small account, no experience, lost a bunch of money in the past in the stock market, and yet here they are telling you that they're now making money. It's amazing what an actual real education can do for you. Another example of a result would be, and I don't make these numbers up, you can look it up yourself, you actually have over a 90% chance of failing if you try to figure out this stock market stuff on your own. And I don't tell you that because I think TTG is the only way to become successful. I don't think it's the only way, but I do think it's one of, if not the best options for people of all skill levels from all walks of life to be able to learn, trade, and profit on a consistent basis. We help people reach their goals of consistent profitability by combining a professional level of education like I received when I worked at a hedge fund in New York, and we pair that with nearly $5,000 worth of tools and resources from top financial companies like Benzinga, Trade Ideas, Quote Media, TradingView, just to name a few. The TGD platform is exactly that, a platform, because we give you these tools and resources that professional traders have access to. That is how we level the playing field for the retail trader. Okay. So guys, again, in just a few moments, I'm going to cover with you CPI data, the inflation, the SPY, the Fed, what the markets do from here, how I am positioned myself to make money from this in just about 10 minutes. When I'm done telling you how to join the TGD platform, I'm going to cover all of that. So don't go anywhere. Just stay tuned. But it's our goal at True Trading Group to, like I said, level the playing field and empower the retail trader and investor. But that also means that there must be a continued effort from us then to ensure that all of that is financially within reach for the people that want it. It should not cost you $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 to get access to this information and to have access to these tools. That is why True Trading Group exists. We have gone out and negotiated deals with all of these companies, so you don't have to pay for those services. They are all available on the TGD platform at no additional cost. If you went to these companies on your own, you're spending at least $4,000 to $5,000 a year just to have these tools. Well, this is the stuff that professional traders use to help them make better informed decisions. You now have access to that same information as a member of True Trading Group. Okay. So in honor of Adam's birthday, again, if you guys don't know Adam, he's my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. We're running a sale that you all can take advantage of here right now just by going to ttgoffer.com and entering the coupon code TTG121. You will get a 49% discount on the TTG platform. The price is normally $2,212 for the year. Tonight, you can get it for just $1,140. That's it. The price, I'm sorry, that's 48%, folks. Not 49, I'm sorry, it's 48%. Okay. So you get I want to be fully correct. You'll get a 48% discount when you go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121. That'll give you the 48% discount. and it'll give you guys also 2 small private study group sessions, so you could get individual attention from one of the pro traders at your trading group. It's not just me. There's 8 other professional traders that are in chat with you during the day that are answering questions and calling out trades. All right, those 2 small private study groups will make sure you get your questions answered, and we speed up your learning curve and get you on the right path to success. We will also be giving the next 20 people that use that coupon code a brand new free laptop upon becoming TTG certified. I'm not kidding. We're going to give you a free laptop. It's totally free. We even cover the shipping cost. You just have to become TTG certified. That means you've gone through all of our courses and you've passed all of our quizzes. You get a green check mark next to your username in chat, lets other people know your opinion, and now carries more weight because you've gone through a professional level of education. You also get a certificate. You can share it on social media. You can hang it up in your office, print it out, put it on your desk, whatever you want to do. But our members wear that TTG certification like a badge of honor. Completing all of the courses is a badge of honor that they wear proudly. That is what allows them to become successful and type the number 1 in chat, like you saw me say before when I asked people if they're making money. Okay. But last and certainly not least, every single person that joins True Trading Group will be getting a double your money back guarantee. We are the home to the double your money back guarantee. I told you earlier on this live stream that your results matter, and your results are measurable through your P&L. I stand behind this product. I put my money where my mouth is. I believe so strongly in our ability to help you become successful that I'm willing to give anyone that joins True Trading Group and goes through the courses, passes the quizzes, and attends 1 study group. That's all I ask of you. Do those 3 things. If you still do not make back your membership fee at least once, at the end of your year membership, I will not just give you your $1,140 back. I will give you double your money back. I'm going to give you back $2,280. I'm dead serious. That is how confident I am in this program and our ability to help you become successful. This is the power of a real education and real professional tools. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121. You'll get the 48% discount, the 2 private study groups, the free laptop, and a double your money back guarantee. Anyone that's actually willing to put in an effort, you essentially have no risk. I'm literally sitting here telling you, as long as you do those things, if you never make your membership fee back, at the end of your membership, I'm going to give you double your money back. That is over a 100% return on your investment because you're also going to keep the laptop. On February 28th, the price of our membership is going to move back to $2,212. Tonight, you can get it for $1,140. After midnight tonight, that price is going to go up and then up and then up every single day until we reach $2,212 on February 28th. It's Adam's birthday. He's feeling frisky. We're giving you guys that 48% discount because of that. That will not last. So you guys can go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121. If you guys have questions about the membership or you're having a hard time signing up, text, do not call, text the phone number 201-775-9702. That number is going to be showing up at the bottom of your screen in just a moment. 201-775-9702. The membership is all inclusive. Guys, again, stick around. I'm going to go over the CPI data, inflation, the SPY, the Fed, everything in just a moment. But I want to make sure you understand that with your membership, you're getting access to about $4,000 to $5,000 worth of tools and everything that's included, which is all of our courses, which is a simplified version of the stuff that I learned working at the fund in New York. Okay. The trading performance journal, which will actually track all of your trading, give you statistics so you can see what you're doing wrong. Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, so you get news as soon as it crosses the wire. Quote Media's full book level 2, so you can see all the market makers. TradingView's premium charting software. ETNA's simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, so you can practice what you're learning in the courses. Trade Ideas Scanner, which is the industry standard AI software. It streams on the TC platform every day. That'll make sure that you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Everything I'm telling you is included. You don't pay $1 extra for any of this stuff. You pay $11.40 for the whole year. You get access to everything I'm telling you. Of course, our chat room with all of our alerts from a group of professional traders that sports about an 80% win rate collectively. There's a journal on our website. It tracks all of our moderators' performance. You guys can go see for yourself the wins and losses. You can attend all of our live workshops and webinars. We host them every week. We have dark pool data, unusual options activity, a social sentiment scanner, stock analyst ratings, insider buying and selling. All of this is on the platform for you. And don't forget, you get those 2 small private study groups included as well. Okay, you just have to go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121. That's it. Okay. At midnight tonight, this is finished and the price goes up. And the laptops are not going to last. Everybody loves free laptops. Whenever we have laptops, they go like that. The next 20 people to use that code will get that free laptop. And like everything else I just said, 48%, 2 study groups, double your money back guarantee. All right. So there you have it, folks. Okay. Now, lastly, if you're still not ready to join, we have a 1-week trial. You can go to ttgthree.com. That's ttgthree.com. It's a 1-week trial. It's only $3. That's it. It's a one-time payment of $3. No auto renew, no automatic upgrade, no reoccurring payment. Everyone's got $3. You've spent $3 probably on a candy bar before. It's just $3. Sign up tonight, folks, for the trial. You can join us in chat tomorrow, and you'll have access until next Friday. So you join the trial tonight, you have access from Friday to Friday. All right. So the trial's ttgthree.com, and the regular membership is ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. All right. So there we have it. All right, folks. Now, overall markets. Time to get down to business. CPI, inflation, Fed, what's going on? Let me give you a quick summary. And then I have a video clip from yesterday's live stream that I would like to share with you. What happened today? You got CPI data. What is CPI data? Consumer Price Index. What does it measure? It measures the price increase or decrease, right now increase, that consumers pay for goods like housing, cars, energy, right? Consumers have to pay for stuff to live their lives. The price of those goods, that increase is what you get in the CPI data. Okay, you have CPI data, Consumer Price Index, then you have PPI data. That's the Producer Price Index. Now that will measure the cost of materials that the companies that actually manufacture and produce such goods, what are their price increases for their materials? Okay, we didn't get PPI data yet. That's next week. Today, we got CPI data. All right, now, the CPI data today came in hot, hotter than it was expected. It's over 7% year over year. It was 0.6 month over month, higher than the analyst expectation of 0.4% month over month. It's the highest inflation number since 1982. That's 40 years. So the highest inflation that we have seen in 40 years. Okay? That's what happened today. That's what caused a big gap down in the markets. Everybody welcome John. There's only 19 of these laptops left now. Everybody welcome John. Newest member of the family. 19 laptops left, folks. Remember, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Now, that's what happened today and gave you a big gap down in the morning. Then the markets actually rallied after that gap down, went all the way back to fill its gap, and then sold off hard at the end in the middle of the day into the end of the day. Why? Fed President Bullard came out with some statements today. And his statements were, after the CPI number, his statements were, I support a 50 basis point hike in March. The Fed is going to raise rates in March. Now, up until today, it was widely expected the Fed was going to raise rates 25 basis points. So you essentially go from 0 to 0.25%. Bullard today said, I support a 50 basis point hike. Bullard also said, I support a pre-meeting hike, which means the Fed would raise rates even before the Fed meeting itself. Those two things would be a very big sign to the market that the Fed is far behind the curve on inflation and they're playing catch up. That's why the markets don't like that. That's what happened today. Now I'm going to talk to you in more detail about this. But first, I'd like to play for you a short video clip from yesterday's live stream. Every day I do these live streams, folks, 6 nights a week. Okay, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here. If you are still not subscribed, make sure you do so. If you have not turned on your notifications, make sure you do so. So I'm about to play for you a quick couple-minute clip from last night's live stream, and you guys will hear my entire analysis on the SPY yesterday when I bought SPY put options yesterday in anticipation of this exact thing happening today. Let's go ahead and play that clip. Now, next, let's go over and let's go back and talk about the SPY. All right, because the other crazy, wild, nutty thing that I did today was I bought put options. I bought put options, folks. I did. Okay, so I went ahead and bought the February 25th $450 strike put option, just over $4. This is a play on kind of the overall markets if we're going to get some CPI data tomorrow that we may not like. So here, what I'm looking at right now, folks, on the overall markets is this level right here that I just drew on my screen. There used to be a prior level of support. There's your previous support level. And then it became resistance. And then it became resistance again. And now here we are knocking on this door, this level of resistance. We also have this blue line on your screen. This blue line is your 50-day moving average. That, like I said, so that blue line is your 50-day moving average. So this is the level of resistance that I'm looking at. Now, what I think may happen, and the reason why I wanted to get myself into some puts, and I'm giving myself plenty of wiggle room on this trade. I'm position size for 50% risk on this option with the CPI data coming out tomorrow. So I'm saying to myself that I am position sized. I bought the contracts at about $4.12, and I'm positioned to assume I might stop out of this around $2 on the option contract. So to give myself that type of risk, I'm now in that type of position size. I made myself very, very clear when I told my members when I was getting into this trade, I am position sized for a 50% loss on the option contract. Now, if this trade ends up working out, it's going to be a triple digit gain. It'll be a 150, 200, 250% gain if the markets do what I think they may do. If the inflation number comes in red hot tomorrow, you may get a little bit of a pullback off of here. The markets might weaken, thinking the Fed is going to be more aggressive. The likelihood of a 50 basis point increase will start to rise a little bit. And then you're going to have the Fed minutes on the 16th. And if the Fed minutes on the 16th, what I'm thinking is that the possibility of CPI data weakening the market, keeping the markets weak enough until the Fed minutes come out. And if the markets can stay weak enough until the Fed minutes come out, the Fed minutes could give us a hawkish catalyst that can then take the markets significantly lower and below the 200-day moving average, and we get down into the 430s. That is literally exactly what happened today. Exactly what happened today. What happened? Bullard literally came out. Bullard is a voting member of the Federal Reserve. And after the CPI data came out, he said today at 12:45 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, that I think we should raise rates by 50 basis points. You just heard me say last night that if this number comes in hot, the likelihood of a 50 basis point hike is going to increase, and the markets are not going to like that. In fact, prior to today's CPI data, the likelihood of a 50 basis point hike was only 30%. Now, the likelihood of a 50 basis point hike is 63%. The majority of market participants that are being surveyed are now saying the likelihood of a 50 basis point hike is now actually 63%. The majority of participants are now expecting 50 basis points. And I told you on last night's live stream, a hot CPI number is probably going to cause that reaction, and the markets are not going to like that. You're also getting now the likelihood of 6 rate hikes this year. 6. When we started this year, it was 3. Then it went from maybe it's 3 to 4. Maybe it's going to be 4 to 5. Now it's 6. Now the expectation is 6 rate hikes this year. Bullard also said that he supports a 100 basis point increase by July. That means by July, he wants us to be at a 1% Fed funds rate. Well, the Fed's plan was to be at 0.9 by December. Now Bullard says we should be at 1% by July. The markets don't like that. And we are now already up 100%, over 100% on those put options from yesterday. Now, I took profits on the gap down this morning. We locked in about 50% gain this morning on the big gap down because we had a big gap down on that CPI number. So I locked that in. Markets started to rally in the morning. I took more profits off the table. I'm in a small piece of those put options, and I'm holding these. I am holding the rest of this position because now, as this commentary starts to change about the Fed being more and more and more and more aggressive, at what point does the markets give? You can't tell me that coming in January, the markets were selling off in January when people still thought we were going to get 3 to 4 rate hikes, that we were going to get a 25 basis point hike in March. Now you're telling me that everybody expects a 50 basis point hike and we're going to get 6 rate hikes? You have just doubled your expectation. You went from 3 hikes to 6. You went from 25 basis points to 50 in March. Everybody welcome Jenny. 18 laptops left. Everybody welcome Jenny. Newest member of the TTG fam. 18 laptops left. Folks, jump on this now. TTGoffer.com. TTG121 coupon code. 48% discount. Free laptop. 2 study groups. Double your money back guarantee. The thing that I want everybody that's on this live stream right now to understand is this is why this type of market environment is why it is so damn important for you to actually become educated, because making money in a market like this, just hodling for dear life because someone on Reddit told you to buy and hold and never sell, is not going to cut it. Just a general understanding of support and resistance levels and just, I know what VWAP is, that's not going to cut it. In an environment like this, you need a bigger macro understanding of the overall markets and what is causing the markets to go up or down. This is where professional guidance, mentorship, and education comes into play. Because yesterday, when the markets were ripping, look at this chart yesterday. Yesterday, we had a huge gap up and we ripped to highs right into the close. That is the prime example of when an uneducated person that does not necessarily understand the fundamental catalysts that are at play, understanding, okay, there's CPI data tomorrow. What is CPI data? What's it going to be? What's expected? What does that then mean for the overall markets? What's that mean for the Fed? What does that mean for inflation? What does that mean then for equities? Understanding that correlation is a more broader macro view. That's where professionalism really comes into play. It can help you guys make money and help save you from losing money. Because most people are going to look at the markets yesterday and say, wow, the markets are ripping. I'm going all in call options, baby. It's pump city, Fed, money gun, yeah, hodl for dear life, all-time highs, call options, and you got smoked today. You have to understand bigger picture, especially in times like this. A lot of market participants have never gone through a market environment like this. Now, that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because educated traders are going to take advantage of people like yesterday. I bought put options yesterday from somebody. How do you think that person feels that wrote those put options yesterday? They're smoked today. Or maybe somebody had put options and the markets were up yesterday and they were like, oh man, I'm wrong. I'm going to exit. I'm going to stop out. I'm going to take my loss. You're taking your loss. I'm getting in. Having that bigger picture, okay? Having that bigger picture view is so important. Does not seem like the time. Are you nuts? Lauren, exact opposite. This is the time to be trading. When the markets are going up and down, that's exactly the time you want to be trading. When the markets are just going straight up, that's when you're just an investor. You just hold. And the markets just go up, 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 up. When the markets go up and down, there is so much volatility. The size of the moves are so tremendous. We made 100% gain in one day. And we're not done yet. I'll probably be on this live stream next week talking about like a 200% gain in a matter of a week. Not even, probably 4 days, 4 or 5 days. That's the environment that we are in. This volatility is a good thing for active traders because the size of the moves are so big. You can make so much money in both directions. You know, a lot of people will just, when the markets go down, everyone goes, oh, this is not a good time. Are you crazy? It's the best time because when you don't just sit there and watch the value of your 401k go down. Make money trading the move down by learning how to buy put options, learning how to short, all of these, learning about inverse ETFs that actually go up when the markets go down. Learning how to do all of those things is what makes trading so, that's the fun part because you can actually profit from the move to the downside while all your coworkers are freaking out about the markets going down. You're making money hand over fist. And the SPY trade was a swing trade. Even with the full-time job, you could have done this. We bought these options yesterday. We sold out of them today. I'm still in some. You guys can do that using our mobile app. We have a mobile app that's available to you as a member. That even if you're not in front of your computer, you can listen to the audio analysis that we're talking on the microphone. You can see the screen share during the day. You also get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. So you can very easily, even if you're not in front of your computer, you can very easily follow along with what we're doing in chat. The majority of our members do have full-time jobs. I'll prove it to you. Guys, how many of you are members of True Trading Group and are making money while working a full-time job? Type the letter I and tell me what you do for a living. So type the letter I, tell me what you do for a living if you guys are making money while working a full-time job. All right, Navy, insurance manager, carpenter, CPA, geologist, pharmacist, software engineer, bartender, I build gas stations, land surveyor, film business, software engineer, sales, electrician, credit analyst, seafood manager, real estate, restoration, sales, automotive, paint tech, fleet manager, loan officer, nurse, truck driver, electrician, tattoo artist, HR consultant, janitor, IT. Look at all that. Beautiful. I love it. See, this is what I'm talking about. These are all members. These are all members of your training group that have full-time jobs, folks. If they can do it, so can you. I don't need 40, 50 hours a week. Give me a couple hours a week, and that's plenty. All right. Another common misconception people think is like, oh, well, you know, this guy's got a big account, so I can't do what he does. You're wrong. You don't need tens of thousands of dollars to make money in the markets. You don't. You really don't. And again, don't take my word for it. Listen to members. Guys, if you're a member True Trading Group and you started with less than $1,000 in your account, tell me what you started with when you joined. Sound off in chat right now. Tell me what you started with. You can also tell me where you are today if you want to share that information, but tell me what you started with. $500, $500, $800, $500, $500, $100, already up to $1,500. Great job, James. $500, $800, $800, $420. Way to go, Jan, from $50 up to $500. McCleck started with $5K, $500. P Daddy started with $200, is now at $3,100. Howard Potts from $700 now up to $40,000. Dale Miller is a truck driver and made $10,000 on the SPY trade today alone, and that man's a truck driver. Kathleen Duke, yes, started with $100. I've now added a couple more digits. I love it. 5K with a Robinhood account. I am now finally out of PDT rule. Great job, Wizard. Ty with $225 is now up to $5,000. Canada Man made 50% on their entire account value today alone. Fixer Upper from Fixer Upper's commenting on the other person's. Here, someone started with $80. Just absolutely incredible. Okay, so there you guys have it, right? So a bunch of common misconceptions that a lot of people have. You just guys have to go to tgdoffer.com, use the coupon code TGG121. All right, you guys need to understand bigger picture, macro environment type of catalyst and understanding of the markets. That is how you will be able to consistently make money in any market environment, because this volatility is here to stay. Welcome, Chris. Welcome, Chris. Newest member of the TGD family. There's now only 17 laptops left. 17 laptops left, folks. They are not going to last. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121. You get the 48% discount, the 2 small private study groups, the free laptop, and the double your money back guarantee. Guys, seriously, I'm literally not kidding that if you join True Trading Group, if you do not make your membership fee back at least once after going through the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending one study group, I'm going to literally give you back $2,280. It will only cost you $1,140 to join. I'm going to give you a 100% return on your investment. That's what this is. This is an investment. You're not joining True Trading Group just to get my alerts. You're joining True Trading Group to get the same level of education that I got when I worked at a hedge fund, to get, trade alerts and questions and guidance and mentorship from myself, plus 8 other professional traders that are in chat with you during the day, but also access to about $4,000 to $5,000 worth of premium tools and resources that professional traders use. My TTG fam, am I full of shit right now? Yes or no? Am I full of shit? There you guys have it. There you guys have it. Look at all that. Nuts. All right, guys. So there it is. I mean, that's my breakdown and that's my analysis with the overall markets. And I'm telling you now, I'm holding these put options. I still do believe that the markets trade lower. My next target of support is going to be around 445, 444. That's going to be the 200-day moving average. Now, if you guys, we can go back full screen, go back full chart. Thank you. If you guys see this 200-day moving average, disregard this tail. This tail is not real. That's a misprint after hours. That's not that we didn't actually trade down there. Okay. But you'll see this previous resistance for a full week at the 200-day. The 200-day is this yellow line. That's your 200-day moving average. And then you'll see we found support there last week. Right? Well, this week, last week and this week. That's Thursday, Friday, and then that's this week. I believe that probably even tomorrow that we get down to this level right there. And then maybe you get a little bit of a bounce, maybe. But eventually I do think that this breaks once we get some more inflation data. And then I'm looking for the Federal Reserve to announce the Fed minutes on the 16th. Let me explain that a little bit. The Fed minutes, what is that? Fed minutes are the notes from the previous Fed meeting. Okay, so we had a meeting in January, the Federal Reserve did, where they announced no rate hikes and they gave their outlook on balance sheet runoff and their plan for rate hikes and their thoughts on inflation and all these different things, right? So that was in the end of January. Now on the 16th of February, next week, we're going to get the notes from that meeting. Now, the last time we got notes from the Fed, okay, this happened. Guys, go full screen for me for a second, please. Thank you. This happened. The last time that we got Fed minutes, that happened. Okay. And that's because the Fed was a lot more hawkish than people were expecting. And then what followed that? This. Right. But mixed in that was one hell of a bounce. Right. Look at that. This is when I was screaming on YouTube. Go watch my live streams from these dates. Don't take my word for it. Go watch my lives. I told you, don't buy this dip. I said, we are going lower. Guys, the code word for tonight is money. The code word for tonight is money. If you're not a member, don't worry about this code word. We do a lot of fun giveaways. We give away cash and stuff for our members. The code word for tonight, members, is money. Money is the code word for tonight. Okay. If you're not a member, don't worry about this code word. This is for members only. The code word for tonight, members, is money. All right. So after the Fed minutes, the markets did that. Right. The markets did that. Now, what I'm looking for to have happen is that the Fed minutes to possibly cause another shakeup in the overall markets, where the Fed could be signaling to a little bit of a more hawkish tone. Okay. So I'm looking for the markets to trade back down into this region. I think we're going to get down into this area, and then I think the markets will hold this level, and then I think that we'll bounce from there. But I do believe we get down into this area right here. Right? And that's what I'm positioned for. So I am in the February 25th. To recap, you saw the clip from last night's live stream. The February 25th, $450 strike put options from $4.12. Those options today went right up to $9. Okay, so we're up over 100% on that position so far. I've already taken a lot of profit off on that trade, so I am down to a smaller piece. And I will be looking to reload back to a bigger position over the next 1 or 2 days. I will obviously let all of my members know when that time comes. I will also let the entire YouTube community know as well. But the YouTube fam, you're going to get it after the market is closed. When I do these live streams, my fam are going to get that in real time when I'm actually making that trade. Jonathan, welcome to the family. Jonathan will be there when I make that trade. Jonathan, welcome to the family. 16 laptops left, guys. 16 laptops left. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. That's going to get you the 48% discount. Guys, don't forget, The price goes up tonight. The price goes up tonight. And then by February 28th, we're going to be back to $2,212. Take advantage of Adam's birthday. Jump on this here now, folks. You'll know you're getting one of these 16 remaining laptops as long as you see a laptop on the checkout page. You see the laptop there on the checkout? That's how you'll know you're getting one of the laptops. Okay? Once we run out of laptops, we're going to be giving away Amazon Kindle Fire HD 10s. So if you see a Kindle, you'll know you're getting a Kindle. If you see a laptop, you'll know you're getting a laptop. All right? You guys have to manually enter the coupon code TTG121 and then click apply code in order to get the discount. Okay, the discount is not automatic once you go to ttgoffer.com. You actually have to enter the code. All right? So again, folks, if you have questions, text. Don't call. Text 201-775-9702. There has never been a greater time to be an active trader. These moves are awesome. Great advice on the SPY options. Thank you, Spawn. It's my pleasure. Old time, he says, now's the perfect time to invest in yourself, folks. All right. Can I do it on WhatsApp from New Zealand here? Yeah, we have members from all over the world. If you're saying, can you message that number from WhatsApp? Adam, can you do that with WhatsApp or no? Yes. Yes. Okay. So you can text that number from WhatsApp. Yes. Okay. And we have members from all over the world, folks. Okay. We have members we have members in New Zealand, actually. Australia, Japan, Russia, India, the Philippines, Italy, Spain, the Netherlands, the UK, Nigeria also, Brazil, Mexico, Canada. We have members from all over the world. Jeremy, welcome. Everybody welcome Jeremy. There's now 15 laptops left. Everybody welcome Jeremy. Welcome, Jeremy. Newest member of the family, 15 laptops left. Folks, there you have it. There's my breakdown of the overall markets. You heard me talk about this last night, right? Exactly what we said last night came to fruition today. It's not because I have a crystal ball. It's because I've been through this before. Having an understanding of the overall market and fundamental catalysts and like a macro view will help you determine why and then therefore when markets are going to move up or down. I didn't care the markets were up huge yesterday. I thought from a fundamental perspective that this market was going to move to the downside, and therefore I bought put options yesterday, in the afternoon. It's not a crystal ball. I'm not predicting the future. I'm just using the education that I've been provided to make good decisions. The tools and resources and the education that you have access to on the TeachC platform will help you make better informed decisions. Because that professional level of education plus the top premier tools from financial companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, Polygon, Trade Ideas. Professional traders use that information to make better informed decisions. This is how we empower and level the playing field for the retail trader and investor, by giving you access to these things. Most people had no idea what CPI data even means. Never mind, why is it important? Most people don't know who Fed President Bullard even is. Never mind how his words can move the market. Most people don't know what the Fed funds rate even represents. Never mind why the speed of which it goes up is bad for equities. These are the type of things. This is the type of knowledge and education that I will share with you and you guys will gain through the TTG platform so you can make these better informed decisions. Stop relying on Reddit for your financial advice. Everybody welcome Christopher, newest member of the TTG family, 14 laptops left. Just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. You guys have nothing to lose. If you don't make that membership fee back at least once, at the end of your membership, I'm going to give you back double what you paid. You pay us $11.40, I'll give you back $22.80. That's the deal. That is how much I stand behind this platform. That is how much I believe if you put in a little bit of effort, this can work for you. There is not another group, service, or program out there that would be willing to offer you a money back guarantee. Never mind double your money back. And ask yourself why that is. If I'm sitting up here and I claim to be a great trader and I claim to have education and tools and resources that are going to help you become successful, then why shouldn't I be comfortable guaranteeing your success? I am that confident in our ability to help you reach your goals. That's why that money back guarantee exists. That's why we are the home of the double your money back guarantee. I don't mind giving you guys that. I really don't. If I'm going to come up here, I'm going to talk this big game, well, then I better be able to walk the walk. And when I tell you, welcome to the TTG family, I mean it. I say, welcome to the family. That's the first thing I say to people when they join. I don't say, hey, welcome, new student. No, student. Welcome to the TTG family, because now it's our goal together, collectively, as a group, to make each other better traders and help each other make money. That is all that matters. I don't care about your political opinions or views. I don't care about your religious beliefs. I care about how can we make money together. That's my goal. That's my focus day in and day out. And if you guys want to be there, you guys want to do this with me, then let's go. ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. I'm going to double your membership if you do not make it back at least once after going through all of our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending one study group. And you're going to get to keep the free laptop. Let me show you what the platform actually looks like. There's so many different tools and resources I keep talking about. Let me show you what these actually look like. Okay, because remember, you're getting at least $4,000 to $5,000 worth of tools and resources for your $11.40. You don't have to pay $1 extra for this stuff. All the tools, the resources, and the courses are included with the $11.40. Now, to be fair, we do have other things you can buy. Like we have a lifetime membership that you can buy that costs more money. We have an annual sniper trading robot is what we call it, STR. It's an annual add-on for members that kind of want like a more interactive environment and kind of like intimate environment with other successful TTG members. But none of that stuff is necessary for you to become successful. That lifetime membership also, folks, is being phased out. We're not going to have a lifetime membership for very much longer. It'll just be the annual and then the STR. So any members that are out there, if you are a member and you guys want lifetime, I would hit up Adam tomorrow, or maybe even send him a text message to 201-775-9702, because we're phasing out that lifetime membership. Okay. Oh, Adam just told me we're pausing the lifetime. I'm sorry. Don't text him, guys. The lifetime membership is paused. I'm sorry. I did not realize it. Okay, so Adam just told me that we're pausing the lifetime signups for now. Okay, so sorry, guys. So lifetime memberships are paused. So if you guys wanted, you gotta, we're paused for now. No more lifetime memberships. Sorry about that. I was gonna say you can message him now, but sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, guys. All right, let me show you the platform. Okay, let me show you the platform. Oh, nice, Father Guido. You're stuck with me for life now, brother. Congrats. All right, guys, let me show you. You're gonna get our chat room, obviously, every single day. Me and the TTG moderators and I. There's myself and 8 other professional traders. We share our screen with you during the day. We are live on the microphone, talking to you like I'm talking to you now, giving you our analysis, calling out trades, providing market commentary throughout the entire trading day from pre-market till after hours. You're going to get a minimum of 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week. from a community of professional traders that sports about an 80% win rate collectively. There's a trading journal on our website. It tracks every buy and sell that we make, so you can see for yourself how you'd be doing if you were following the alerts. Then you get the 2 small private study groups. I told you guys about that. Speed up your learning curve. Okay. Speed up the learning curve. Guys, the code word that we gave out tonight is not the password for Moment Study Group. The code word for tonight is for the giveaway. That money code word. Okay. You're also going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. This is going to give you live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat room, so you can get news as soon as it crosses the wire. You're also going to get TradingView's premium charting software. It's one of those commonly used charting softwares by active traders. You're going to get the trade idea scanner. This will show you guys what stocks are the hottest on the day, whether it's small caps, mid caps, large caps. They're segmented into market cap. Always will make sure no matter what you're trading, you're focused on the best stocks during the day. You're going to use our simulator. Our simulator will let you trade stocks and options with fake money while you practice implementing what you're learning in the courses with real-time data. Use the simulator, prove you can make money before you start risking your hard-earned cash. You also have our own proprietary scanner. This has the same functionality as FinViz Elite if you're familiar with that scanner, but you can also scan for crypto with ours. We have dark pool data with unusual options activity, stuff only professionals used to have access to. Not anymore. Now members of True Trading Group have access to this information so they too can make better informed decisions. Again, this is how we empower the retail trader and investor. Our full trading performance journal. This will track all your trading, give you stats and data so you can figure out the mistakes you're making and what you're doing wrong. It's a game changer when you guys are trying to make adjustments in your trading. The social sentiment scanner. This will tell you what stocks are being talked about the most. It scours Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter. This way you can stay ahead of the crowd. Our profile tool will let you get analyst ratings for any stock so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating with also insider buying and selling information. You're always going to get our watch list every day. You'll know exactly what stocks the mods at True Trading Group have their eyes on and how we plan on trading it with our watch list and game plan. That's every morning. Then you have our courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of the stuff that I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses. There's advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. We've got it. How to trade during a market crash. I have a feeling that's going to be very helpful to you guys. All of the courses are included. There's no upsell for VIP or pro courses. Every course is included as a member of True Trading Group. Then you also have a video library. That's got almost 300 hours of extra video content. These are workshops and webinars like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job. You can access all of it. And then as a member, you can attend these workshops live instead of going back and watching the recordings. And then anything we add to the platform in the future, any tool, any course, it's included free, just like Netflix. When Netflix comes out with a new movie, they don't ask you to pay for it. It's included with your membership. Same goes for here. The next 14 people to go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121 will get themselves a 48% discount, a brand new free laptop upon becoming certified, 2 study groups with a pro trader, and a double your money back guarantee. Allow me to be very clear about this money back guarantee once again. Anyone that joins, if you go through all of our courses, if you pass our quizzes, and you attend 1 study group, if you still do not make your membership fee back at least once by the end of your year membership, I will not just give you the $1,140 back. I'm going to give you double. I'm going to give you $2,280 back. That's how much I believe in our ability to help you become successful. The price goes up tonight. The laptops are done tonight. So if you guys want that 48% discount at $1,140 and you want one of those 14 laptops, you guys use that coupon code here now tonight. February 28th, our price is going to go back up to $22.12. We're going to continue to raise our prices from now till then. The price increase will happen every day. starting tonight at midnight. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot, folks. I welcome and encourage you all to go read the reviews. 1,400 people have left us a review on Trustpilot. Read the 5 stars, but also read the 1 stars. And you decide if True Trading Group is right for you. And if you're still not ready, don't forget about the trial. Join us in chat tomorrow. You'll be with us for an entire week from tomorrow all the way till next Friday. It's only $3. You can go to ttgtree.com. It's a one-time payment of $3. There's no auto renew. There's no recurring payment, nothing like that. It's a one-time payment of $3. That's ttgtree.com. Folks, that's all I've got for you tonight. We covered a lot of information. This is a lot to digest, but I hope you now have a better understanding of a macro view of the overall markets and what moves the market, because that's where it all begins, right? Support and resistance doesn't really mean much if you can't determine what makes the market go up and what's going to make it go down. You got to be bullish or bearish first, so you know, do I sell at resistance or do I buy at support? What's the play? For me, yesterday, it was resistance. We get to resistance, I bought put options. Thanks for joining me tonight. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Smash the like button. Turn on your notifications. We do this stuff 6 nights a week. I hope you guys learned something tonight. I look forward to seeing all of our new members in chat tomorrow to finish off the crazy week. Remember, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Click apply code. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Have a great rest of your night. Later, guys.